Yes. Yeah, so, do you want to give him a try?
Yes.
And yes, we do Kessel as well. We'll do Onslaught.
Then it might be time to pack this in. Did
Yes.
you just do solo?
Just testing you. Testing you. Full marks.
Ha!
Full marks. Son of a bitch. Can't get one fucking playthrough without God damn it.
At least I called it before you started the game.
Man. God damn. Right, let's make it a bit longer, so we'll do
300.
300. What do you want to do?
Oh, just I don't know how high this goes.
999. Okay, now do you want to do 300?
Yeah, why not? Let's see what it's like.
Yeah, let's do it. So we got free for all, we got the Empire. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Oops. Okay, here we go. Right, so you change. Who are you going to be first?
Well,
You'll be Grievous or Dooku?
because I think I want to be Grievous more, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start with Dooku.
Alright, okay. I'll be Grievous. If I was you, I would find the one, get health regeneration. Anything to do with health, basically, if I was you.
Uses lightsaber D's draining my stamina. Lightning stun as a lower effect. Rising
Get that one. Definitely get that one. That gives you health back.
Nice.
You kills.
Reduces recharge time. More damage. More damage. Lightning stun has faster recharge rate. That sounds nice.
I'll just go with those. I think I'm alright with that.
You've already equipped 3 cards.
Yeah, I'm just checking it. Yeah, probably don't need that. I'll do unlimited 2 lords. Yes, let's do this. Let's turn down the sound.
Defeating you will
Okay.
be a
Right.
I have no idea.
Have we? Are you sure? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Don't think so. Okay. No, so why don't you try his basic attacks and look at his form, see what you think of it. Pressure repeated it. Is that quite like Dooku? Like a fencer,
Yes.
isn't it? It's quite,
Elegant.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Look, it looked like I threw him as well because of my... That's teamwork right there.
Some behind us.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Wow, you like that one.
You know me, mate. I do like my Force Lightnings.
Good stuff.
kill those who would oppose us.
Oops, easy, off you go.
I've lost enemies where
Let's try and head outside. Let's try and outside. So where are you? If you can try and follow me.
You dare challenge us.
Right, from the edge of the map. So let's try and head this way. Yes.
what's block again?
Block is L2. Okay.
Ah. Slows you down a lot. Where's the exit?
Oh, come this way, towards me. So do you see?
Remember in Battlefront 2?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so out of this door. Just back here. Right, and make a left immediately. And here we go. Right, okay. There we are.
Oh. That's a bit and a half.
Yes. Yes.
No, I've definitely been here before.
You've been here before, are you sure?
I really think I am.
How weird. How strange. I don't know, maybe I decided to show you anyway. Nice. Good stuff. So we go.
Demonstration then.
The lightning does not have the longest range.
No, no it doesn't. There's a bunch of enemies down here. So there we That was losing a lot of health. Oof, wow, I'm losing a lot of health. Wow. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, circle is to dodge, by the way.
Oh yes. I'm covered in shit.
What do you think of this map then, from what you've seen of it?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Kinda cool.
Yeah. Nice, good stuff. Nice, cool. There we go. To be honest, I've actually turned off the kill log, so you can't see, like, you know, you've killed so-and-so, or someone's killed so-and-so.
Yeah.
A bit of a distraction. And actually, no, that was a thing. Someone told me on Twitter, actually, it's very helpful.
Oh, that you can turn it off.
Yeah. It's certainly annoying in the PvP, I gotta say. Usually because it's like, so-and-so killed Gothic Mando, so-and-so killed Gothic Mando. God damn it. Nice.
This is hardly fair at this point.
I know, yeah. Well, they've got another 249 people to turn it around.
Is that,
I know,
is
yeah.
that all we've killed?
Quite long, yeah. Well, it's a fairly big map, and there's lots of narrow passages for them to get lost in, I suppose. Okay, I didn't actually do it, must be. Nice. Cool. Have you tried deflecting much? Here we go. Grievous can deflect, but because he's not a force user, he doesn't aim it back at his enemies, it just goes randomly.
Challenge us, Sith.
But you shouldn't have any problem with that.
We've got to find someone to shoot at. Nice.
Didn't kill anyone, did they? That's irritating.
No.
I think they've changed it with the patch. Before the patch, if you stopped just in front of someone, they died. Guaranteed they died, but I think
That
they've
was
changed
a
it.
really OP.
Problem is, it leaves you open though. That I think that was the sort of the drawback of it. It left you open. Nice. How's Dooku feeling to you?
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I like him a lot. Not quite as natural as Vader did.
Yes. Okay.
But very nice. I really like this stuff.
Yes. Yeah. If you want to, when you get to a certain point, we can respawn and you can be Grievous.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, if you want to.
If we get to halfway,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
it's
we
150.
draw 150.
Sure.
Not exactly.
Yeah. Sure. Nice, okay.
Again, just in case we're missing anything, we've turned off the sound entirely.
Yes, yeah.
Draw the reach, my friend.
this way? Oh, okay, this way. I do like when there's a conga line of them. Do you remember this red droid from the movie?
I do.
Yeah. Deflecting is so fun, isn't it? It really is. Good stuff. You know, you can actually turn off your lightsabers now, I think if you press triangle. Or is it square? Square.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently people wanted that a lot. Nice, so you got there first. Yeah, an objective mode now would be great, because the mechanics are pretty solid. You know, when they work. Yeah. Have to wait and see. Got him, he's dead.
I wish there was, like, when you're in the air, a way to, like, attack.
Yeah, it's like a ground smash sort of thing, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you do have quite a large jump.
Yeah,
It can leave you quite vulnerable.
it can,
If you time it poorly.
yes.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to be indestructible.
No, no. Cool. Right, almost at 150. That's an officer.
Not anymore, it's not.
It's not Tiny Timmy anymore.
Force lightning is too much fun.
Yeah. Do you like the effect?
I do.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice force lightning.
Okay, should we respawn? As soon as we're done there, yeah, let's
What
respawn.
button's that?
Oh, is it just for me?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe if you do it now.
What
Yeah.
button is it?
Options. There you go. Good stuff. I'll be the Dukes of Hazzard.
Tell me what you want.
Oh
I
shit.
will show you.
What did you do?
Didn't do my
Didn't press it.
cards.
Ah, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. That'll be fine. Right, so R1 is crawl. L1 and R1 is the buzzsaw.
Where's my stamina meter?
Only appears when you block.
Grievous, there is a concern.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's
Carving my
beautiful.
way up that tunnel.
Nice, good stuff.
Gotta get used to the...
Yeah. You press R1 again, you will do the trick.
Nice.
You can do it for quite a long time. Not infinitely though. Yeah, that's badass, isn't it?
Do they all want any work if there's someone in front of me?
Right, so, you see that icon? The little icon? That means you've locked on. That's how it works. Can I get it from there? I can't get it from there. Okay.
Quite short range.
But I was wondering if it would work across different levels.
Not really.
Altitudes.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, so Grievous, I don't think Grievous can block for that long, compared to Force users either. I think. Oh boy, I'm almost dead.
Challenge us, Sith.
No, he definitely cannot. That's an arcane thing to be able to time well, is that cool?
Yes, it is. Nice. Okay. You getting used to? Yeah.
What is your bidding, my master? Slaughter these infants. Slaughter them all.
Oh, it's fun.
Yes. Yes. Wonderful.
Just chewing through.
It's unfortunate though that it doesn't always kill them from full health when you run through.
It's surprising, but that's
Yes, good. Yeah, see, that's another problem, isn't it? It's when they're kind of inside your range and it's hard to know where exactly you need to turn to get them.
yeah.
Reach, my friend.
Oh, nice, wow. I hope it's a bit so long. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a massive colour on my screen.
That's probably the best thing to do down a narrow corridor.
Darth Vader Rogue One style.
Oh, yeah. What's your health get so short?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Gets around it. Oops. Go on. That's what I've got to.
I love the marks on the floor.
Yeah, yeah, that's very cool. Good stuff.
Grievous has got such a core function.
Yes, yeah.
It's just power. Power.
Yes. Polar opposites to Dooku, really.
Really, yeah.
Nice. You got a favourite ability for Grievous, do you think?
Not go unnoticed.
Buzzsaw looks best,
Yeah, it does.
but it doesn't work fantastically.
No.
It's not the way I'm doing it.
No, I think I agree. I think that's true. Yes.
I do like that.
Which one?
The
The claw rush. Yeah.
Well, claw rush is nice.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, okay. The thrust surge. That's it.
Is that what it's called?
That is. Yeah. Yes, it's very reliable, that one. Which is ironic because when it first released, it was probably the least reliable ability. There were specific parameters had to be met with the little meter thing. It was too specific, and people didn't know if it was just broken. So they fixed it. Therefore.
They have, and it's very, like you say, it's very reliable. It's very nice.
Yes, it is now.
Nice move. Claw rush is useful in so many different situations.
Yes.
That's what I like about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this was did more damage.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I feel like for an ult,
Yes.
like for your L1R1,
Yeah. Kind of signature. That's got me away.
like it should be a bit more impressive than that, and it just doesn't make any sense that if you're hit by a lightsaber and you shock it off.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It was terrible. I think it was even weaker when he launched, and it was harder to control, like harder to turn and things. Often they'd end up kind of inside your kind of range,
like,
between the sabers in your face.
surviving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you like, well, you couldn't back away either. You couldn't back away, so you were just stuck with them face to face, shooting you. Pretty awkward. Oh boy! Don't die. Don't die. That would be embarrassing. Oh, okay. Alright, we're okay.
Okay. apologies for that.
You were just like, that would be embarrassing. Son of a bitch. Nice.
I love it. I love it to pieces.
There's actually a glitch with that move, whereby if you use it and there's no enemies, so you use it on an enemy and the enemy dies before you use it, he kind of uses it and he spins around us in a circle. It's kind of fun. Oops, I don't know. Yeah, nice road kill.
It's too.
Ooh, there's a heavy on here. Oh no, I died!
Oh no! Oh, I'm not.
You died that?
Oh God! Look who killed me!
Fantastic, fantastic. Family reunions, everybody. Good stuff. I'm gonna be Boba, I think. Don't forget your cards this time. How many Palpatine again, are you?
I'm gonna have fun.
You gonna have fun? I mean, you did get honed pretty bad when you were him on Takadana, remember? Remember that? Yes. Alright.
Only 30 people left.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. You do like your palps, don't you? And like you do like old slimy.
Blind me.
Exterior.
Only look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this majesty.
Did I tell you that Palpatine was so broken at one point they actually took him out of the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh. The thing is, though, if you're Palpatine,
You laugh like him too, I've got to say.
oh come on, I'm nowhere near as insidious.
Oh, nice.
You see what I did there?
How hopeless.
Oh, it's just too much fun sometimes.
Yeah.
You're no clone.
Yeah. Stuff. Wow.
I
Okay.
love the floor lightning.
This has all been for
I don't know. For some reason, I picture him doing it in a disco, electrifying the dance floor. I don't know. Is that the thing? Don't remember the Star Wars Connect where he dances.
Quite forget.
Oh man. One left.
Do you want it?
I'll take them all.
Synchronized.
Good stuff. There we go. 22 minutes that was, man.
Well, it was 22 minutes of fun.
It was, yeah. Oh, so close. And we died the same number of times too, so you don't have that either. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
You know, it's your game. You should really be doing a lot better than me.
Oh, here we go. Bring out that
Not
card
just
again.
a little better.
Good stuff. Lovely. Well, there we are. That's the update. What do you think?
See, we do like this game.
We do like this game. We do have fun with it. We do. We do. Yes.
I guess the takeaway is that it's a good game.
Yes.
We just wish there wasn't so much holding it back.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of the clone skins overall? Short summary.
They're decent. They're all
Yeah.
decent. Some of them are really nice.
Yeah.
Some of them, I wonder why they bothered.
Yeah.
The pricing is a whole different thing.
Yes.
The pricing is a whole thing. Whether the timing is another issue. But they look good.
I mean, it's good that we got so many free as well.
Yeah, yeah,
We got
yeah.
a lot of freebies as well. That was good.
Yeah. But then again, there are similar games where they're all free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Absolutely.
So I mean,
Like Spider-Man PS4.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've both been playing quite a lot lately.
Oh yes.
Yes, great game.
Even the new skins that they released in the latest patch.
Yeah.
The two new suits. The
Fantastic Four
Fantastic
ones.
Four and the
Future Foundation?
Future Foundation.
Future Foundation, yes.
Thank you.
Fair. Yeah, totally free.
Are both free. I
Yeah.
just got them in an update. I didn't even know they'd been released.
Yeah. And is it 28 skins? 28 skins other than those two, is it? That you can get just by playing the game.
Yeah.
No microtransactions. And that game, that's interesting because that game was Sony's, apparently it was their fastest selling first party game ever.
It is a very good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a very good game, and the thing is, everything that's wrong with the sort of system that Battlefront has
Yeah.
is Spider-Man shows you the other way it can be done.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's not an ongoing service game. It's a contained story with a fairly full sandbox.
Single player as well.
Yeah.
Offline single player.
It's an offline single player game with no microtransactions, and it was released intact.
Yeah.
It's had DLCs.
Paid DLCs.
Paid DLCs. That's fine. That's totally fine. Because they're separate stories.
And how was the base story for you?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah.
It's a step up from quite a lot of other video game stories.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
It knows when to
it-
be subtle. And it does it
yes,
very well.
It did it very well.
Yes.
It's not. I would say it's not on the same level as something like Mass Effect
Okay.
when it comes to story,
Yeah.
but it was good. It was very good, and I actually got engrossed in it.
Probably on a higher level than Andromeda.
Well, yes, but I haven't played that. I'm just thinking
thing.
Mass Effect 1 and 2, really.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But no, it's a very good game. It's a very good game. None of it's behind a paywall. The DLCs, the paid DLCs, are a reasonable price, I think.
Yeah.
And are standalone stories, which is as it should be.
Yeah.
And the additional content that they have added, like the suit from the Rami movies,
Yeah.
like the two Fantastic Four suits we just mentioned,
Yeah.
they've added for free. They haven't
Yeah.
tried to gouge us for pennies.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like the opposite.
Mm.
Everything that EA think can't possibly work,
Yeah.
they've done, and it's great.
You want to know the irony? Remember I mentioned that they said to their investors Battlefield 5 selling 7 million copies was not a success for them, not a financial success.
Yes.
They blamed that on the inclusion of single player into the game. That was what they said.
Do you know how many copies Spider-Man has sold?
Overall,
Any sort of figure?
you can find out on on Wikipedia, I'm sure, if you want to look
Yeah,
it up.
yeah.
But like I said, it's like 3.3 million within the first 3 days. The first 3 days. Now, part of that is probably because of the Marvel the Marvel Cinematic Universe, obviously, but I think the quality of the game really shows. Really
Well,
shows through.
the thing is, the initial sales would be great,
Yes.
and like 3 million in 3 days. You're right. That's probably down to Marvel is a very hot property right now.
Yeah.
But if it was a shit game,
Yeah.
that would stop.
Yes.
Word of mouth would just... that would stop.
And reviews are incredibly positive.
Oh, yeah.
From people who are usually very cynical, you know, like Jim Sterling or Angry Joe or Layman Gaming. Yeah, they love it.
There's an article back at the start of January
Mm.
that had it down as 9 million.
Wow.
After 4 months of being out, they'd sold over 9 million.
Whoa. Whoa. And what does that tell you?
Tells you that an old school single player only game can sell if you make it good.
Yeah.
And don't turn people off with no gambling, no loot boxes, no microtransactions, no forced online multiplayer,
No pay to win.
and no pay to win. I don't know if there were any pre-order bonuses.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, do you think it had a massive marketing campaign that on the level that most AAA games from EA do?
I saw less adverts for it than I've seen for than I saw for Black Ops 4.
I don't remember any adverts. I'm sure there were some. I'm just saying I didn't remember seeing any.
Most of the adverts I see are like YouTube pre-rolls, but I did see a few adverts for Spider-Man, like sort of in-page ads
Oh, right.
on the internet. I didn't see any video ads
Yes,
for
I
it.
remember that actually. Yeah, that's true.
I've seen a lot more adverts for Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
A lot more.
And you've probably seen a fuck ton for Anthem.
Oh yeah, every advert I've seen this past week has been for Anthem.
Yeah.
I'm sick to bloody death of it.
And how well has that done, really? Probably not all that.
Well, this is the problem, I think, part of the problem with targeted ads. Because I watch a fair amount of gaming content on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not on YouTube all that much, but when I am, I'm either listening to music or watching gaming content.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't know what else to give me in the way of targeted ads other than video games, so I just get the same advert over and over and over and over and over again, and honestly nothing makes me want to play it less.
Yeah, it's just obnoxious. It's so obnoxious.
Damn time.
Yes, yeah. Apparently it's sold only half as many copies as Andromeda Anthem. And it's apparently in some retailers across Europe, it's already like €20 on sale.
Whew.
Yeah, already.
That's they can't be they're not turning a profit per game. They're probably not even turning a profit. Yeah, but there we go. I mean, this shows the mismanagement of EA. I mean, people know the studios that make these games.
Yeah,
like customers can recognise these things and say, "Oh, BioWare's last game wasn't great.
Yeah,
might not bother."
Yeah. And with all the YouTubers, you know, all the game reviewers, gaming journalists, really raising awareness of all the shitty stuff involved in AAA games.
It's so easy to be aware.
Just look at the sheer amount of likes. Look at the sheer amount of likes on a Jim Sterling video, or an Angry Joe video, or a Layman Gaming. You know, it just goes to show. And then the ratio of likes to dislikes as well. There are so many more likes.
There always are on every video.
It just goes to show. Yeah, but
I think EA has really mismanaged that one, because a lot of the blame for Andromeda turning out the way it did was based on staff being stripped away and put on Anthem.
So Anthem was supposed to be really good, right?
Well, the thing is, even if Anthem had been better than it is, you've made BioWare, you've sabotaged BioWare's last game. So there's going to be naturally there's going to be less interest in their next game.
And honestly, I mean, I played.
You've shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah. I played the free demo. Just felt like an updated version of Andromeda's combat. Honestly, it really did.
The disappointing thing. I didn't really play it myself. I played it a little bit.
I gave you a little try, yeah.
but I really haven't played it all that much. But just watching it, the facial animations are no better than
not
Andromeda.
at all.
That was a major criticism of Andromeda, and it's just as bad in Anthem.
And the body gestures were terrible.
The skeletal animation is a joke.
Yeah.
Your character basically has to turn into Play-Doh to actually be able to execute the animation of them getting into their power armor.
Yes, as you said, it's not physically possible.
It's not physically. I don't know if it's physically possible to get in that suit of armor, but the way your character does it, that animation is not physically possible. And honestly, there's very little personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the game world, there's very little personality to the game world. There's very little that's unique about it.
And all the reviews I've seen are saying the same. Basically,
a lot of the game seems over-designed to me. Like I've seen you do that raid where you're collecting
those little echo things. Yeah.
Generic bullshit number 1 to get to generic bullshit number 2 to silence the relic, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, it's all generic fantasy jargon that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I don't think it would mean anything if I'd sat through the story.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Just watching you do that, the screen seemed so busy.
Yes.
And comparing it to how
they love their explosions.
Yeah.
So many.
I'm not going to say unique, but the Mass Effect games really had a character to them. When you're playing a Mass Effect game, it felt like it.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 at least. I can't talk about Andromeda because I've not played it.
Yeah.
But 1, 2, and 3 really felt like their own game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? That felt like a different universe.
Yeah.
Even to other like sci-fi shooters like Halo.
I mean, it didn't feel, at least to me.
Anthem felt like we could have been in any other video game.
Yeah, like you told me at one point, if you'd stripped away all the HUD elements and the character and just showed the scene of that level, this backdrop, what was it? It was like a like a rocky
the
canyon.
Environment, it was
with the waterfall.
It was.
It could be any game.
Yeah.
It could have been any game. It's so generic. And then there's like this is the big game that they've been pulling resources to.
It could have been anything. Like you could have pulled that and you're like, is that a screenshot from New Uncharted? Is that from the next Halo? I mean, you just wouldn't be able to tell.
No, exactly.
You wouldn't be able to tell. Whereas if you took a screenshot of the layout of a Mass Effect level, you'd be able to tell.
Yeah, that's the Citadel.
That's the Citadel. That's a colonial planet. You can tell from all the prefab architecture.
Yeah.
You can certainly tell an Elder Scrolls game when you see a screenshot of it. That's very unique.
And on that point, one thing that Anthem doesn't have, that every other game of its genre should have, and probably does have, and Skyrim has. You cannot set a custom waypoint on the map. You cannot, in an open world game, you cannot set a custom waypoint to go to, to help you decide, okay, I'm going to go over there. Yeah, exactly.
At this point, after we've had so many of those games, that is inexcusable.
Yeah.
That is inexcusable.
Yeah.
I mean, how many hundreds of sandbox games have been made?
Yeah, exactly. As basic as Far Cry 5 is, and I'm sure Far Cry New Dawn, you can do that there at least.
You can do that in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You can do that in Spider-Man. You can actually...
You can do it in Skyrim from 2011.
You can do it in GTA 5.
God.
From launch, you can do that in GTA 5.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? They're just stripping away the basics. The basics of what makes this kind of game work and function. And you have to wait for it to be added later, just on blind hope. Oh, it'll come, don't worry. Why are we buying games just waiting? I feel like that's what we do so much with Battlefront, unfortunately, Battlefront 2. It's just a waiting game. Like, I hate that. I still want to play it, I still want to do these playthroughs, they're tons of fun, but God, there's just so much waiting. It's all waiting with live service. It's all waiting for the content that should be there at launch, and that's just not good enough.
It's like when
you don't pay $60, 50 quid just to wait. Okay.
The thing is, the price hasn't gone down. The price hasn't gone down at all. Like you're The games aren't purchases anymore, they're fucking investments.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to invest in a company that may or may not give me a fun experience.
Yeah.
I just want to play a game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I want to buy something and have it.
Yeah.
You know, one and done.
Yeah, yeah, but so that's the update done.
Yes.
Clone skins are okay. What do you think about the heroes? What we played?
Well,
Dooku
there's two that I liked.
Yeah.
No, honestly, the heroes seem the least objectionable part
Yeah.
of all this. I mean, some
Yeah.
things are just strange, but
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing bad in there.
Yeah, yeah, sure. And the maps, so we had Naboo Hangar, we had Genosis and Kessel.
Jeez, we might lose the... Has it been an hour yet?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right.
I'm just rounding it off now. But
Cut out that bit.
yeah, if that's right. So yeah.
The maps were fine. Honestly, the map design in this game has always been good.
Yeah.
The only issue I have is that you and your enemies can both spawn anywhere, so it's really hard.
Yes.
As I said during the game,
Yeah.
it's hard to have any kind of strategy.
Yeah, we want battle lines, we want objectives. Same old, really. Have to wait and
I
see.
I think these maps with battle lines would be a lot of fun, and it would really help when you're playing with AI like we do.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure when you're playing online, and you've got actual humans doing most of the assault class,
Yeah.
then that provides an opportunity for specialists and heavies to actually do their thing without being stabbed in the back
Yeah,
500
exactly.
times.
Yes.
But when you are playing offline and most of your teammates are AI, it's very difficult to play one of the slower paced classes
Yeah.
without getting dogpiled,
Yeah.
without getting swarmed from behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you very much for doing this today, Tom.
Oh, yes.
Much appreciated.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was tons of fun as always. Yes, look forward to doing it again next time.
Hopefully a bit sooner.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you very much, and
See you next
sayonara.
time.
Sayonara.